Hey everyone, welcome back to Boss from Home Jobs, the channel where I help you find legitimate work from home remote opportunities and give you the information you need to actually apply with confidence. So if you are looking for a remote job within healthcare, today's opportunity that I'll share with you guys might be worth checking out because we're going to talk about a position with one of the largest healthcare companies within the US, and they pay pretty well as well. And the best part is that this role does not list out a college degree as a requirement, and you don't necessarily need previous insurance experience in order to apply. So before we jump in, I do have a question for you. Let me know in the comments section. Are you interested in remote jobs within healthcare? And if not, what industries are you hoping to find remote work in? I would love to know, so let us know in the comments section so that I know what types of jobs that you want me to research next. Okay, so let's get into today's job. So today's company is with United Healthcare. They are part of United Health Group. And so United Health Group is one of the largest healthcare companies in the US. They provide health insurance plans, healthcare services, pharmacy benefits, technology solutions, and they help millions of people all across the entire US access healthcare. So this company is also well known for having a wide variety of remote opportunities, especially in areas like customer service, administration, healthcare operations, and also insurance support. So when we jump over to Glassdoor.com, they are currently rated about 3.6 out of 5 stars. That gives you a good idea of how current and former employees generally liked the company. So in order to find a job through United Health Group, you would go to their official website, careers.united.com, and then within the search tab, you can either put in remote or a specific job title if you have one in mind. And so the job I want to highlight today is the job of the licensing and commissions representative. So the title, when you hear it, it might sound complicated, but let's break it down here. So basically, this is an administrative support role where the person operating within this role helps insurance agents and agencies make sure that their licensing information is correct and up to date. So this person is helping to make sure commission payments are accurate, records are maintained, and any issues are being researched and resolved. So you can basically think of this job as a mix between administrative assistant work, customer support, data entry, record management, also insurance operations, all wrapped up in one role. So the daily job responsibilities, in addition to what I just mentioned, include helping the agents complete licensing paperwork, answering questions, updating agents' information into the company systems, researching payment issues, fixing issues, processing appointments, renewals, communicating with different departments and insurance agencies, maintaining organized records, and supporting administrative processes. So if you really enjoy organizing tasks, you enjoy working with information, solving problems, this could be a good fit. Now let's talk about whether this is truly beginner friendly. So I would say that it's not traditional in the sense where no experience is needed, but it is a role that could be realistic for anyone who has general office experience or customer service experience. So United Health Group, they are looking for someone who is comfortable using computers every day, working with multiple systems, communicating professionally, staying organized, paying attention to details. The good news here is that it does not say anything about having an insurance license or even a degree. All right, so this is a great position, good fit for someone who has experience as administrative assistants, customer service, data entry specialist, sales support, maybe even an operations assistant. Even if your previous job title was not exactly the same, you can think about your transferable skills. So for example, if you have ever managed customer information, updated records, answered questions, processed a little paperwork, or worked within Microsoft Excel, or even supported a team, those are skills that you want to highlight because they can be transferable for this particular role. So they do list out the pay here, and it always depends on different factors like your experience, your qualifications. That all has a lot to do with the pay here. And the position is mentioned to be remote nationwide within the US. So if you are applying across the country, you may be eligible as long as you meet their remote work requirements. And I did mention that it is a full-time position as well, right? Okay, so now let's talk about your resume, because this is where a lot of people who apply miss out on certain opportunities. So when companies use ATS, applicant tracking systems, they're looking for specific keywords that match the job description. So for example, some keywords that you might want to include, include administrative support, as they've mentioned that here, customer service, licensing, if that relates to your background, commissions, data entry, Microsoft Office, time management, organization, insurance administration. If you have experience supporting maybe a sales team, maybe you've handled customer accounts, managed records, or even worked with confidential information, you do want to make sure that it is clearly listed on your resume, not just saying, well, I helped customers, but more specifically, maybe how you maintained customer records or helped to resolve account issues or even provided administrative support within that past work role. So the goal here is to connect your past experience to what this employer needs. Another great thing about this position is that a specific college degree is not listed. So the focus here is more on the computer skills, the office experience, the communication, attention to detail, the organization. So if you've been maybe avoiding these types of healthcare jobs because maybe you thought you needed a degree, this one shows you that you don't necessarily need that, and it is worth exploring even further. So the pros here, I would say this is an opportunity that is fully remote nationwide. No degree requirements is listed. No insurance license is required. It's a stable healthcare industry, full-time corporate position with benefits and potential career growth within this large company. So my biggest tip for this application would be not to submit the same resume that you use for every job. And I would even say not to use the same resume that you use for every healthcare related job. You want to customize it. Look at the job description and just ask yourself, okay, where have I already done these things? Maybe you've worked in retail or managed customer accounts. Perhaps you worked in an office, you processed a little paperwork, or worked in healthcare and maintained records. These types of experiences do matter, and so your goal here should be to make it easy for the recruiter to see that you do have the skills that are required. Okay guys, so that is today's remote job opportunity with United Healthcare. If you're interested in healthcare, maybe administration or customer support remote jobs, definitely keep checking back, because I will continue sharing those opportunities just like this one. Also, if you are new here, do make sure that you subscribe, because I regularly share remote jobs, resume tips, and ways that you can improve your chances of getting hired. Not just sharing the job opportunity, but also giving you helpful information that is practical and easy to apply. Also, if you missed my last video where I shared another remote opportunity, I will go ahead and give that a link on the screen here so that you can check that one out right now. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all of our new subscribers. Thank you, and we will see each other in the next video on Thursday.